created those. So why the fuck would we have the same path? I've written my own path. I've made my own mess. Right? So I have my own unique things to work through. Right? You have your own belief systems, right? Maybe you grew up in the church, so you need the Bible for God to come through and speak to you. Let him, but don't judge someone else how, they choose to have their connection to spirit. That's not for you to do. If anything, that's you being a hypocrite. If you actually believe in those things. And hypocrisy is one of the worst things you can have in your soul, because it's so limiting. I want to read something. I read it yesterday, so sorry if you were here yesterday, but it's real good. It is real good. It's my last thing, and I'm out because I'm tired and I gotta go. Was it 60? Okay. Money controls everything, which gives power, and power corrupts. Okay, if that's your belief system, babe. Why is Jesus... Okay, guys, see literally the details. If you want to get caught in the details, you're not getting it. You're stuck in a jungle gym. Zoom out. Zoom out. We're not here to discuss the Bible. The Bible is a script with hidden knowledge for those who are genuinely pure of intention and heart trying to understand. Okay? Take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt. It's just giving you the infrastructure. It's giving you a new construct in which to meet whatever it is that you're looking for to come into you. You're giving it a new room, a new avenue to try to connect with you. Because they're very limited ways because of where we are, because of the mess that we've made within ourselves. So it's just like glitching your matrix. You do something you've never done. What does that do? It opens a literal fucking portal into your life to allow magic to come in because you moved innocently. You did something, you broke your pattern. Do we get it? Do we get it? Do we get it? Okay. The news soon spread abroad that Jesus, King of Israel, had come to Bethany, and all the people of the town came forth to greet the king. And Jesus, standing in the midst of them, explained, "Behold, indeed the king has come, but Jesus is not king. The kingdom truly is at hand, but men can't see it with carnal eyes. They cannot see the king upon the throne. This is the kingdom of the soul. Its throne is not an earthly throne. Its king is not a man. When human kings found kingdoms here, they conquer other kings by force of arms. One kingdom rises on the ruins of another. But when our Father God sets up the kingdom of the soul, he pours his blessings forth like rain upon the thrones of earthly kings who rule in righteousness. It is not rule that God would overthrow. His sword is raised against injustice, wantonness, and crime. Now while the kings of Rome do justice and love mercy and walk humbly with their God, the benediction of the true in God will rest upon them all. They need not fear a messenger whom God sends forth to earth. I am not sent to sit upon a throne to rule as Caesar rules. And you may tell the ruler of the Jews that I am not a claimant for his throne. Men call me Christ, and God has recognized the name. But Christ is not a man. The Christ is universal love, and love is king. This Jesus is but a man who has been fitted by temptations, overcome by trials multiform, to be the temple through which Christ can manifest to men. Then hear you, men of Israel, hear. Look not upon the flesh, it is not king. Look to the Christ within, who shall be formed in every one of you as he is formed in me. When you have purified your hearts by faith, the king will enter in, and you will see his face. And then the people asked, what must we do to make our bodies fit abiding places for the king? And Jesus said, listen to this. Whatever tends to purity in thought and word and deed will cleanse the temple of the flesh. There is no rules that apply to all, for men are specialists in sin, and each has his own besetting sin, and each must study for himself how he can best transmute his tendency to evil things to that of righteousness and love. Until men reach the higher plane and get away from selfishness, this rule will give the best results. Do unto other men what you would have them do to you. And many people said, we know that Jesus is the Christ, the King who was to come, and blessed be his name. And I don't read the rest, but literally that to me is like, yes, there is no one size fit all. He's like a blueprint. Reading the Bible is a quick way to lose viewers. It's not the Bible. It's actually the Aquarian Gospel of Jesus the Christ. And I don't really care about losing viewers because There's people who are meant to hear that. There's people who aren't meant to hear that. And it's not meant to be like, oh, change your opinion. It's just there to make you ask yourself a question. Okay, I don't like this Caitlyn girl. Like, she's just here to cause drama, and that's why she's like a bot. That's the golden rule. Yeah, I meant it as a joke. Oh, serve the viewers 2 times in 1 sentence. What city? Makes sense to me. Yeah. Yeah, so it's like, there's no one size fit all. And yes, Jesus is the way in the sense that he is the blueprint for how to choose love every single time. He is the example set of, like, the story of him. I don't care if you believe if he's real or not. I don't really know. But the story of him is to show you, like, what choosing love and, like,